Welcome into yet another edition of the Triple Option Presents the Offseason here on the 365 Sports YouTube channel, where we go through every possible team that we can while we have time during the offseason, starting in the Big 12, moving from the bottom up. Today, Joey McGuire and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. How did we get here? What went wrong? And how to fix it? Now, look, this is a team that's 6-6. They're happy to be in a bowl again, but they had lofty expectations in Lubbock this year and did not meet them. There was a lot of hype surrounding Joey McGuire and his team that they did not meet. So how did they get here? Well, first off, inconsistent play on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they were good, sometimes they were really bad. Look, the last game of the season was a 57-7 loss to a team that's in the college football playoff, admittedly in Texas, but giving up 57 points is never something that you can do. But they had good games on defense, they had bad games on defense, and was kind of inconsistent throughout the year. Cannot win, especially even though they did get better on the road this last year. You can't keep going on the road with an inconsistent defense and expect to win. Also, once again, quarterback injuries reared their ugly head for the second season in a row. They have got to start keeping quarterbacks healthy. Both Tyler Shuck and Baron Morton dealt with injuries. Baron Morton appears to be the quarterback of the future. Tyler Shuck on his way to Louisville. But if you can't keep anybody healthy, then your quarterback of the future is going to be a constant revolving door, because can't win that way playing three quarterbacks a year, and they certainly had to do that once again this year for the second year in a row. And third, they overshot their goals a little bit. You know, it's great to be on a hype train, but Joe McGuire, by his own admission to our David Smoke in an interview, said maybe he got a little too ahead of themselves and put unrealistic expectations on his team. Not from him, but by them on themselves. It makes it really hard to meet those things when you think, all right, this is our year to win the Big 12, and then you struggle right off the bat, losing to a team like Wyoming on the road, which was a weird, close game. You have a great game against Oregon at home, but you lose that one ultimately, and then the expectations just got all wonky, and you weren't meeting the hype. So, how do you fix it? Well, you get some dogs. Dogs, that's what you need. Guys who can get after it on defense, guys who understand your scheme. Look, they've got a great NIL situation there with the Matador Club in Lubbock. So it's not really going to come down to money and getting the guys. It's getting guys who are going to come out to Lubbock and play intense defense in that system. Joey McGuire is a really good defensive coach. He's a really good defensive coach, especially when it comes to creating turnovers and inspiring turnovers, and he can pass that on down to his staff. But they've got to be more consistent. They lost Tyree Wilson on defense to the NFL last year. Never really had that edge in the pass rush after he left. Also, you got to change your blocking scheme. 2 years in a row, you're getting quarterbacks injured. You've got to change a little bit of that up. Zach Kitley's offense is high-flying and exciting, but if you're not keeping your quarterback healthy, it doesn't matter, because you can't win constantly changing quarterbacks. Like I said before, change up the blocking scheme, make sure the quarterbacks don't get hit as much, and keep them upright. And finally, keep the hype train going, but maybe drive the speed limit a little bit. It's great that Texas Tech has a coach, finally, since Mike Leach, that is willing to go out there and put it all on the line and say, this is a place to be. That's what Joey McGuire can do, the most enthusiastic football coach in America, possibly. But you also have to maybe not get out over your skis, which they did a little bit this year. So keep the hype train going. Don't stop that, but drive the speed limit, because they got a couple of tickets this year going 6-6. That's going to do it for this episode of the Offseason. We'll have much more for you here on the 365 Sports YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends.